Father's and Mother's Life. He was a member of the church. He was conducting the church choir with a great dedication. It was all done out of love for God, taking part in the liturgy, working and thinking for love of God. He and his wife and children had God in their hearts. God was their wealth and their joy. They were proud of it. Their house became a church. He is instructed in the catechism and in the practice of the faith. The first show of Luigi Maria Monti. At the age of 47, Luigi's father died and the family got into the poverty. With 12 years old, Luigi wanted to make his contribution to the family. Like Joseph Sarto and Juan Bosco, poor boys like Luigi Maria Monti, who encouraged by the love of Mary. His mother never stopped working. She spent hours and hours talking with them. She was continuously reading books of the life of different saints. Luigi's mother was happy. She was destined to be concentrated to God. In September 1843, while his mother was with Fray Taglioretti at Varedo, Monti received bad news while he was at work in Cesano Maderno. His mother was dying at Bobbiscio. He had loved Mama. She had always supported his work in the apostolate through her prayers and advice. Luigi Maria Monti work and prayer were the only thing that interested him doing. They were the components of sanctity. Other things did not interest in him, had gifts and inspiration. He felt a strong desire to listen to the priest in Varedo, a neighboring town. In February, he received Holy Communion. After communion, he returned home very happy. Fray Angelo Taglioretti was his preacher of Rome. 30 years, a missionary, a holy man. His life was surrounded by culture and austerity. He wanted to introduce himself to the priest and ask him in confession which way he ought to follow to become a saint. Recognize that in the young man's soul there were aspirations not commonly found. He encouraged Luigi to intensify his apostolate among his peers, to develop this communitarian piety, to give glory to the Lord through words. Luigi Maria Monti, after his communion, he reminded, grateful to that priest whom he held in his esteem, and through whom young men were directed towards Monti's congregation. At communion that day, he had reaffirmed his decision to work only for the glory of God. Back in Bobbiscio, Luigi Monti seemed transfigured. He prayed a lot. Did many penances, some of them very hard. Frequently received the sacraments. Increased his work in apostolate. His favor, his work, and the atmosphere of piety attract 40 boys from Bobbiscio and surrounding areas. He usually read books of the saints. His companions would listen to him. Their status as simple workmen was elevated to a spiritual plane. Luigi felt increasingly the need to communicate the attraction to devotion of Mary. He cultivated the purity of his soul, following the example of his patron saint. Every Saturday they did penances in honor of Mary, just as they did for Saint Joseph on Wednesday.